Assistant coach Jaime Young joined the Wildcat staff this offseason, bringing with him a wealth of experience from the NBA and college ranks. Recently, general manager for men's and women's basketball, Baker Dunleavy, spent some time with Coach Young.
Well, here with new Villanova assistant coach Jaime Young. So excited to have you here, Jaime. And if you could maybe walk some of our fans through your entry into this kind of crazy world of basketball as you've navigated, obviously, the NBA, now college. But where did it kind of all start for you?
I think it started when I was a kid in Indiana, growing up in a rich tradition basketball state like Indiana. I always knew that I wanted to get into coaching because I knew I wasn't good enough to play at the highest level. So I always had that in the back of my mind that I wanted to coach.
And then, with your path, how did that first kind of entry into the NBA happen for you?
I think my high school coach, Ed Schilling, had a lot to do with me wanting to get into coaching. And then just working basketball camps, met some of the right people along the way, people that had a big influence on me. Brendan Brown was a friend of mine that, the son of Hubie Brown, got me started with the New Jersey Nets. And then from there, working basketball camp, Frank Vogel was a roommate of mine. And then Frank helped bring me to the Celtics.
And what was that first role with the Nets that you kind of came into the NBA
That was
with?
it was a small role of just doing video, just breaking down film for the coaches. And it was as small as the smallest role that you could have in an organization, but it gave me an opportunity to get my foot in the door and then just went from there.
So Jaime, with the length of time that you spent in the NBA, the greatest kind of talent league in the world, some of your experiences, any of those players impact you as a coach? Any guys just leave a mark on you?
Yeah, a lot of them did, but I think the two that really stand out are Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. Paul, just being there, he's a Hall of Famer that I spent most of his Boston career with. And then just the impact that Kevin Garnett had when he came to the Celtics and how he kind of shaped and changed our culture there.
And then 23 years in the NBA, working for some great coaches, and Doc Rivers and Brad Stevens. At some point in your mind, the idea of maybe transitioning into college and giving that a try, when did that idea come in and how did that come about?
Well, it was really the way I thought that I would start my coaching career. The NBA wasn't the first thing that I wanted to do. It just was an opportunity that happened, and then I was just able to stay in the NBA game so long. But college has always been I've always been a fan of college basketball, and an opportunity came last year to go to Lemoyne College, first year Division I school. So I took advantage of that, and then that helped lead me to here.
What would you say, like, major difference in terms of the rhythm of just coaching a season in college and the NBA?
Well, I think the biggest thing is you practice way more in college than you do the NBA. You spend more time together as a team. I think that's probably the biggest thing that you notice.
And our fans who also watch pro sports and they understand the NBA, they see all the time trades are made, free agency happens, rosters kind of take different shapes every year. That's starting to happen a little bit with transfer portal and NIL in our space in the NCAA. What kind of overlap do you see there, and how is that managed when you coach in the pros, having that kind of that new team each year?
I think the biggest thing in NBA is there's a lot of carryover from team to team. Philosophy-wise, every team's not the same, but everybody runs a lot of the same actions. Everybody defends a lot of the same ways. So I think it's easier to have that carryover in NBA, where in college, there's so many different philosophies among different programs.
So Jaime, as you kind of evaluated your options, what stood out to you just about Villanova as far as getting your college basketball start here? Anything about our program or our university?
I think one of the biggest things is tradition and culture. Coming from where I spent most of my coaching career in Boston, rich in tradition, great culture. They expect winning. I think those are some of the bigger things. Villanova, team that's won, has a great culture, great tradition here as well.
And as you've been here a few months now and you've gotten to know our staff, I mean, obviously Coach Neptune explained to you a vision when you came in, but where have you settled in as far as role and communication with the staff?
Well, I think we're a very collaborative staff, that everybody has an opinion and ideas that everyone shares, and we discuss both sides of the basketball. I think that I've leaned more on the offensive side, just trying to bring my knowledge and maybe a different vision from NBA to the college game.
And obviously around here, people are used to seeing, us shoot a lot of threes and play with great spacing. Is that something that you feel like kind of takes time to build in terms of that offensive cohesiveness?
I think it does. I think that's the fun way to play, in my opinion. Shooting threes, shooting good threes, playing with good space. I think that's something over time. I think we're getting better. When I first started back in July to now, we've taken great strides in that area.
Anything that stands out to you as far as qualities that you think we can develop by the end? We talk a lot around here about being the best team we can be by the end, right? February, March. Specific qualities about this team you think we can develop to kind of establish our identity and winning by the end of the year?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of new players here, so I think defensively we're growing, getting better, talking more, communicating, understanding what we want is from the players want from what we want as coaches, and offensively just keep building on keeping the floor spaced, pick and rolls, and just continue to share the ball.
Well, Jaime, I know I speak on behalf of all of our fans and alumni saying we're glad you're on board, man. We're really happy to have you, and we're looking forward to watching
I'm happy
this
to be
season.
here. Excited to be here.
All right, brother.
All right, thanks.